Thank you for joining us for our post-game press conference with head coach Chris Acker. We'll open up with a statement and then open it up for questions.
First of all, we had a senior that was honored tonight in Austin Johnson. He meant a lot to our program, means a lot to our program. And, I wish we could have sent him off better, but I'm happy that he was able to finish the season his last year with us. And I was really proud of, what he did for us all season. Credit to Cal Poly, came in here and they just made a flurry of threes, and we didn't do a good enough job guarding them, but we're moving forward to figuring out what we need to do better to be in a better position in this next year.
Cam goes down early and then Dev right at the start of the second half. Talk about, and then you're kind of just left with a lack of firepower down at the end when they're making 18 threes. Talk about what Dev's meant for not only today, but just the entire season as the guy on offense.
Yeah, I mean, he's been amazing for a lot of different reasons. When you are in the first year of a rebuilding situation like we were this year, you hope to have somebody that you can trust that is going to be able to make some plays, because we all know when it comes down to conference basketball, you got to have guys that can make shots and be a threat outside of the plays you're running. And so, he was a threat both scoring, assisting, and rebounding, kind of the triple threat in that regard. So, obviously it sucked that he finished his last game with us tonight with an injury, but I'm just really proud of, what he did and the resolve he had all year.
I'm assuming you addressed the team after. How emotional was kind of, the last 10 minutes of that game, and then just afterwards knowing that this is kind of the end for that specific group?
Yeah, I mean, the last 10 minutes of the game, like always, you're just competing. You're trying to figure out a way for the guys that are on the floor to be successful. And, if I'm going to ask them to compete to the end, then I want to do the same thing. So I was just focused on trying to put them in position to get a win to the best of our abilities. And then, when we got to the locker room, that's when all of the emotions I'm trying to hold them back right now, but that's where all the emotions kind of came through for several different reasons. I'm fortunate enough to be the head coach here at Long Beach State and finish my first season here with the guys that I hired and guys that I trust, and my first team here in this program. So for me, it was emotional. And then when I look back on the guys that are here and all of the sacrifices they made to be here in such short notice, and, how they handled coaching and not really knowing what we wanted from them every single day and practicing in games, but, trying to figure it out and never wavering in terms of allowing us to coach them. I just understand how challenging that can be. And so if I was going to start my head coaching career with a group, regardless of the outcomes or wins and losses, I was really, really proud that was the group that I was able to start my career with as the head coach.
And then individually, what's the biggest thing that you've kind of like learned from this season that you're going to, starting tomorrow, look to adjust going into next year?
Yeah, well, the first thing is you got to have really good players. Played against really good players, talented players all year, and we have to have more depth at every position. And, we have to improve our IQ. And, for me personally, I got to figure out more ways to, guard in different ways. I mean, we tried 1,000 different things this year, but, I think coming into next year we'll be more sound in exactly what we're trying to do now that our entire coaching staff is on the same page and understands exactly what we're trying to do. But it's going to be an every single day pursuit to win championships, and every decision we make, every move we make will be towards winning a championship. That'll be our focus from this moment until we meet again in November.
And then just one more. Would you be willing to bet that this is going to be the last time that you guys miss a conference tournament while you're at the home here?
Yeah, I mean, I told the guys before the game, I'll explain it this way. I told them before the game, I said, when you're a true competitor, whether you finish in second or last, you didn't finish in first. And so ultimately what you're trying to do is finish in first. And so UC San Diego was the best team in our league this year. And so if we finish second this year, I'd still be of the mindset that we didn't get it done. And that's going to be my approach, whether we win next year, we win the following year, whatever the case may be. I mean, you're always in constant pursuit of a champion. I think that's what defines true champions is you're always in search of that. And so, in lieu of what happened this season, it was a learning experience that I am grateful that I had the opportunity to be a part of. And I'm looking forward to great karma coming in the next year with all of these one-possession games, two-possession games that we were in this season.
Sorry, did you want to?
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate you.